Race number 13 in the 2015 DASCAR Vredestien Series, season number 8, brings us to Oxford Plains Speedway in Oxford Plains, Maine. Welcome to NBC Sports' coverage of the Lucas Oil's twin 250s here at Oxford Plains Speedway. Joining me in the booth, Chris Washer. I'm Jimmy Panator. Alright, Chris, the Lucas Oil twin 250s. It's going to be one long night, but one exciting one.
Yes, it is. New format, basically. It's kind of like the Gatorade duels we had earlier in the season, or the duels, not Gatorade duels, but two separate races. But except the Gatorade duels, these actually count for points. So you need to race as hard as you can, because you need to at least win this race. And don't forget, Jamie, these races are double points if you win them.
That is right. Double points are going to be awarded to the winner of each race. There's only going to be 2 races tonight, so we split the field in half, 20-20. So, the winner of race 1 gets double points. If you're down there in points, you have a pretty good shot at qualifying, or at least having a shot to qualify for the chase coming up in just a matter of races. And if you win the other, if you're in race number 2 and you win, you pocket double points. So you don't really have to be up there in the points to get double points. If you're down there in points, Chris, this will really help.
Yes, and the main one we're focusing on is Daniel Voiles, once again winning back-to-back races to our amazement at a road course and then on an oval. Just astonishing ever since he had that losing streak. He's turning his luck around, and with Oxford Plains being a double points race, his team himself is looking at this for an opportunity to get those double points and possibly at least get in the top 20 after these races.
Now, one thing he has a shot of, Chris, he has a shot at what DASCAR calls the trifecta, 3 race wins in a row. But that'll come at his race in race number 2.
Yeah, once again, race 1, if you're not in it, doesn't count as a start, of course. Race 2 is going to have slightly more cars, of course, because that's our finale for the night, 21 cars. This has 20 cars, but it has most of our championship contenders so far.
It does. Let's go through your championship top 16 as they run right now. If the chase were to start today, Eric Powers still has a point lead, 55 points over Betty Johnson, Diana Vasquez. In third, Ferdinand Gavo, Sona Course, your defending series champion. Dan Amon, Stephanie Gardner, Troy King, Ami Yumi, Ray Tackett, the Dishwasher, Nick Pericles, Herschel Albert Alonso, Skylar Dixon, Dylan Throw, and Alex Miller would be in the chase if the chase were to start today.
Yes, of course, be the short track racing, we could see tempers flaring very well. And with tempers flaring, we could see people knocked out of the chase. And trust me, you don't want to be knocked out of the top 16. You want to be locked in for the whole season.
Now, these drivers are not having a shot to lock in just yet. They might have a chance later on in the international tour before we get to Mallory Park in just a matter of races. But we gotta get through this track. Chris, are you ready?
I am more ready than ever more. Let's go short track racing.
All right, don't go away. NBC Sports coverage of the Lucas Oil twin 250s will continue on the other side of this commercial break. And welcome back to Oxford Plains Speedway, Oxford Plains, Maine. Coverage of the Lucas Oil twin 250s here on NBC Sports. Chris Walter and Jay Pitts are up here in the booth getting ready to call these next 25 laps. All right, Chris, let's take a look at your qualifying order. It's Diana Vasquez, back-to-back rookies, Dishwasher Chase Alexander, and Eric Powers, who happens to be the point leader, starting well up inside the top 5. Leia Walker, Bridget Thomas, Tua Tufla, Will Carlo, Nathan Hudson, Jackie Tang, Haruka Taka, the Sona Course, May Keong, Ferdinand Gavo, Eric Hyden, Devin Whitson are all inside the top 20. Yumi, Herschel Alonso, Peter London, and Ray Tackett are running out your race field. So who are you going to watch for tonight?
To be honest with you, I'm going to take a look on the 6 of Eric Powers. I know it's pretty cliche of me to pick him, but he is your points leader, and with double points on the line, he's either going to spread that advantage he has in the points, or he's going to just lose it all, and that is the possibility here tonight. And with 2 races coming up, there's a bunch of contenders in race number 2 we still have to get to, so it's going to be unknown at this point what happens to Eric Powers, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Well, I'm going to focus on the 4 of Diana Vasquez. Vasquez is a short track enthusiast. She loves short track racing, and she loves battling and beating and banging and having their and having to do the old Bristol bump and run, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to focus on her tonight. She loves short track racing.
And also, let's take a look at other people in the grid. You have, trying to look at people in race number 1. They're in the top 16. Alonso, 13th, went up 3 spots after the last race, making him more of a chance to get into the chase, which is good for Arvin Alonso. That's a single car team that they have, and that'll be an amazing story for them to have them in the chase. Now, let's take a look at while we're still in the grid here, let's take a look at the 17th through 20th. You have Loomis, Johnny Gardner, Devin Whitson, and Jackie Tang. And Jackie Tang's in this race. He's currently in 10th, so he gets double points. He could go from 20th to 16th.
And she would have the final chase spot going on into our next race at Watkins Glen. But I want to focus on one driver here, Chris. Excuse me. 9th in points, starting at 17th, Amayumi. If she wins this race, she will not only move a bunch of positions, she might be able to take the point lead away. But we have to focus on all of these drivers here tonight. So let's get to our picks presented by Nationwide. Nationwide on your side. Who do you got for race 1?
Who do I got for race 1? I'm gonna go with the. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna go with Chase Alexander in the 3rd spot. I believe he could be in the catbird seat if he holds up long enough, and if nobody crashes and everybody stays clean. I think he's in the catbird seat to try to win race 1 here.
Alright, I'm going to go up to 9 car with Carlo. Going to get his first win after suffering a very bad injury at Daytona in the shootout. Will Carlo going to go to victory lane tonight, but we got to get through 25 laps. Here we go, Chris. Pace car's going to pull off this time by. And the Lucas Oil Twin 250s at Oxford Plains Speedway. Oxford Plains, Maine. Green flag.
Green flag is out. Take a look at Vasquez. Got an amazing start here in turn number 2, turns 1 and 2. Clearing. And take a look at my pick. Chase Alexander trying to go to the inside of the lead already on the first lap.
Not going to do it though, Chris, as they go off into turn number 1. Look at these drivers all side by side, beating and banging. Fenders are definitely rubbing on the track, and here they come. Here comes Chase Alexander down to the inside, not going to get the lead from Vasquez. Vasquez going to lead another lap.
Someone has knocked down their nest because these cars are just buzzing all around the track. Take a
We
look
got
at Chase
3
Alexander.
wide.
3 wide in the back, just like you said, Jamie. I don't know what's going to come out of this. There might be a wreck coming out of turn 4.
Chase Alexander battling for the lead. At the line, it's going to be that 4 car. No, it's going to be that 25 of Alexander who takes the lead and leads that lap that time around.
But take a look at Eric Powers in the 6 car, your championship points leader. He doesn't want to lose the points because he knows how valuable it could be coming into the chase. And trust me, he is doing it right now, going in the 2nd place from Diana Vasquez.
Vasquez moves up the track just a little bit. Might have got a little contact there from Eric Powers as they go off into turn number 1 once again. Let's take a look at deeper in the pack. I don't want to look at the pace car. Let's take a look deeper in the pack. Got 3 wide right here. They're going off into turn number 3. That might be trouble. That might be trouble.
Is
no,
it gonna work?
They made it work. Still 3 wide. Dishwasher in the middle. Oh no! Off into the trees goes the 20. And Leo Walker saves the car from utter disaster. Caution's out.
That could be a penalty for Dishwasher as well. Oh my god!
Somebody got impaled on the fence. Amayumi stuck outside the track.
What is she gonna do now?
Amayumi stuck outside the track.
And she's trying to... Is she trying to kill the fans?
I don't know. She's stuck. She can't get out.
And that basically puts an end on Amayumi's day. The good thing is, I believe she's far enough in points that I don't think she's going to get knocked out of the chase, but definitely not a good day for that team.
Amayumi came into this race 9th in the points. She moved down 2 positions after our last race at Michigan, but that might take her out of any win. That's going to take her out of any win contention. Leia Walker, on the other hand, saves her car From utter disaster, excuse me. We'll take a look at the replays. First caution here. Alright, Chris, let's take a look. I think this is going to be a penalty for dishwasher. I'm not sure yet. No, maybe. I don't know. Let's take a look.
This is on the back. Oh, yeah, wow. He tagged the 20.
He definitely tagged the 20. 20 goes off into the trees just to the left of the position pylon. Board there goes through the trees. And then somehow gets impaled outside the track, tries to come back on the racetrack, but then hits the safety netting there that's protecting these fans. Let's take a look. She's trying to come back on track. There is an opening right there where you can turn back onto the track, but she misses it. And then right here, as you try to go back on into the grandstand, there is a safety hill there, and she runs right into it, protecting the fans. So no fans are injured in this incident. But we're gonna have to take a look at dishwasher here. Dishwasher. I don't know if that was deliberate or just a racing incident.
Let's take a look at onboard of dishwasher so we know the full story. Because sometimes you can actually, from the overhead, it looks like he's going to get a penalty of somewhat. But let's take a look at onboard. Take a look at his side of things.
This is from our Vredestien drone cam here. Let's take a look. So he washes up, contact with the 7. And then I don't know, that looks like just a case of racing.
Actually, I believe no.
No. Question is, Chris, determining the penalty, did he slow down when he got into Amayumi?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. So that's not going to be a penalty. Thank goodness for Dish. That was just a case of racing, because you're racing for double points, man. You got to go all out.
Yes, and he also has that warning from Charlotte, so the penalty, that he's not going to get one, but if that did induce a penalty, he could have lost some points, and that's definitely not something he needs right now.
What DASCAR is going to do, Chris, they're actually going to watch over Dishwasher throughout the next few laps of this race until the end, and if he causes another incident, they are going to have to penalize him. Chase Alexander is the leader. We'll be right back. And welcome back to NBC Sports' coverage of the Lucas Oil Twin 250s here at Oxford Plains. It's going to be Chase Alexander, Eric Powers, Diana Vasquez, Tua Tupla, Nathan Hudson, Makion, Eric Hyten, Haruka Takada, and Dishwasher in 10th. So, we got a lap car to the drivers to Chase Alexander's inside. That is the 20 of Amayumi. Now, refreshing what we talked about during the replay, Chris, as the green flag's getting ready to fly again. DASCAR's going to watch over Dishwasher like a hawk throughout this race, and if he causes another incident, DASCAR's going to penalize him.
Yeah, at least the probation and worst case scenario.
Oh boy, 3 wide.
3 wide already for the lead,
race
and Amayumi's in the way. Amayumi's in the way of his championship points lead.
Vasquez will lead, but for how long? They are right behind the 20 of Amayumi as they come into the front stretch once again.
And trust me, Jamie, they're coming around, and it's going to be 11 laps to go right now. And it looks like Diane Vasquez is going to be the first of the leaders to pass Amayumi. And trust me, it's going to be a good advantage for Diane Vasquez. She'll have a car in between her and second place.
Now look at the 3 wide action we got going on behind them. Here comes Tua Tupla. That's for the race lead.
But let's take a look at Dishwasher. He caused the last wreck, but DASCAR said they're going to watch over him like a hawk. But he moved up quite a bit, Jamie, and he's currently in the 8th spot, passing Nathan Hudson at the moment.
He's going to pass the point leader, Eric Powers, in that 6th as they go off the turn 1 once again. They're getting by the last traffic, but we're going to battle for the lead.
She is now up to 7th. Battle for the lead is more important, Jamie. Let's get into that. Tufla, he's kind of a sleeper in this race. We haven't expected him to do well, but guess what? He's battling Vasquez, and let's take a look where Tupla is in the point championship. I don't think he's anywhere in the top 16. He is currently 30th. So this double points race could mean everything to him.
Here comes the point leader. No, that's Eric Hyten in car number 8. right there, right behind Vasquez, going to the inside.
Let's take a look at where Eric Hyde, 39th. So, I mean, he still wants to keep his chase hopes alive by winning this race. And he's getting it one step right now, passing Vasquez. But it's going to be a battle between the non-chasers at the moment, between Tupla and Hayden. It's going to be very interesting as we only have 4 more laps to go.
I think we may have a photo finish here, Chris. We're setting up for a pretty close finish. Eric Hyden tried it, but can't.
Yeah, he's trying to get that inside, but Tupla's outside lane is actually running pretty good at the
They're side
moment,
by side in the 3.
It's going to be 2 laps to go next time, Jamie. My heartbeat's just racing with excitement.
Here comes Vasquez back on the leaders.
But Amiyumi is behind Vasquez, and surprisingly, she's keeping up with the pace with all the damage she has.
White flag for Eric Hyden, 1 to go. Will Tupla pull out?
Imagine the faces on Eric Hyden's team as he gonna take the checkered flag for double points in race 1 to Lucas Oil Twin 250s.
What an amazing run by that car. First time winner in the we got a caution.
Oh my god.
Well, it's the end of the race. They're not going to be racing anymore tonight. Why not? Well,
looks like they waited after the race to have their bloodbath.
Definitely. Oh, boy.
Oh!
Well, it's the end of the race. Why not?
Yeah, but lots of work to be done for Watkins Glen next week.
A lot of work to be done. They have to switch over the fuel tanks to the right side. But stick around. Race number 2 is coming up next. And welcome back to Oxford Plains Speedway and Oxford Plains, Maine coverage of the Lucas Oil Twin 250s here on NBC Sports Network. Alright, Chris, I want you to take a close look at the top 5. Top 4 are all underfunded race cars. And then you got the man that's going for the trifecta, Daniel Voiles, in 5th.
Yes, you have Dylan Thoreau. You have Betty Johnson. You have Alex Hawkins and Skylar Dixon and Daniel Voiles. And let's take a look at your polls there for a second. Look at him in points. He is currently 22nd. And after Eric Hyden's win, the double points, he went from 39th all the way to 17th. 1 spot outside of the chase. 2 points behind this chase spot exactly. And guess what? If Dylan Thoreau wins this, it basically secures him a spot as of right now, or coming into Watkins Glen, a chase spot. So this is a big race for these guys, Jamie.
One thing that has happened tonight, Chris, we have made history in this series. The biggest point jump in this season's history. I have never seen a 20-plus point jump in the 8 season history, 2-year history of this series. I have never seen that in my life.
Me neither. Of all the races I commentated in the DASCAR Vredestien series, I never seen that big of a jump. We've seen big jumps in the past, but never a 22-spot jump after a race. I mean, but there's still race 2 to be contended. He could be out in 20th after the end of this one. So we're not going to count our marbles too early.
No, we're not going to count our chickens before they hatch either. Alright, it's time for our final pick, presented by Nationwide of the Night, Nationwide's on your side. Chris, who do you got for race number 2?
I'm going to go with the headline, the trifecta, Daniel Voiles. If he can do it on a road course and an oval, he can do it on the short track of Oxford Plains.
Well, I'm going to go also with Daniel Voiles here because he is the storyline coming into this race, looking for the trifecta, crown jewel, whatever you want to call it. 3 wins in a row, trifecta, triple crown, whatever. He's going to win tonight. So, before we get the grid rolling, I want to let everybody know this will be the final race of the upcoming week. We all know that Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So, with that being said, we hope you enjoyed the Thanksgiving holiday, and we hope you, thank you, infield medical crew, for interrupting. Good grief.
Yeah, Fan got a little too drunk. That's clearing up at the moment. We're still gonna be able to go racing.
Well, the final race before the Thanksgiving break. 1 week off for these guys and girls, then we'll get back to the action. It's time for race number 2.
Will we see this same exciting action like we did in race 1? We can only tell. But these are some of the unknown names in the DASCAR Vredestien series, which I think, in my opinion, makes it more exciting because you're going to see people that never won before get their first time win, just like Eric Heiden did earlier on tonight.
Pace cars off, here we go. There's a veteran mix in this, I think. Green flags in the air, we're racing in race number 2.
Dylan Thoreau got a good jump, but we said about Diane Vasquez in race number 1, and she ended up getting like in the top 5 or 10. So this race is definitely not in your favor if you have the pole according to history. But take a look at foils. No, that's a 55 car. My bad. That's Alex Hawkins.
You big dummy.
There it is. Now I got 7. Okay. But Alex Hawkins. But there's Daniel Boyles in 3rd in the 33 car. He's gonna get the lead. Trust me, he's gonna get the lead at least one time in this race, Jamie. No doubt about it.
Well, Alex Hawkins, your winner from Road America, gonna look for his 2nd win on the season. Boyles looking for the trifecta here at Oxford Plains. The last time it's been done was by Drew Austin in season number 4. Can it happen again? We'll have to find out.
Daniel Boyles now up in the 2nd spot. He's trying to take to the lead. We have 21 more laps to go.
And some Tyler squealing going on back there. Let's focus on the 3 wide. Miss! Oh no, there they go!
They're all into the trees.
2 cars off into the trees.
Where's the Lorax when you need him?
Oh, look out, Skylar Dixon! Hard in the wall!
Oh!
And another car hard in the wall! And somebody's in the grandstands.
Oh my god, they're killing the fans!
They're underneath the grandstands trying to find their way out.
Okay, good news. They're not killing the grandstands. They just... A miracle. The fans are not collapsing.
Unbelievable. There they are. They found their way out.
They were racing back to pit lane.
Oh, not anymore. They crashed.
And they're out.
Give these guys some medals. I don't believe what we just saw.
They managed to not kill any fans. We probably would have ended this race and have Alex Hawkins be the winner if they had killed any fans. But thankfully they didn't. All the fans are safe. We're able to finish, as of right now, the full 25 laps.
I don't believe it. Let's take a look at this. Alright, Chris, look at this. 3 wide, almost 4 wide going into turn 3. That never works on a short track like this. Just take a look. These cars go off. They go screaming off into the trees. These two do. And they have done the impossible, finding their way out of an impossible maze of grandstands.
I don't know how they did it, Jamie. This kind of has me of deja vu from race 1. They had this crash. It caused a caution. This is the same exact spot, except I can't remember who was
It was Amayumi back in race number 1.
Yeah, it was race number 1 who was behind the netting, but he didn't make it out. He crashed on that little hill between the netting and the grandstands there. But these guys went way out and beyond and went under the grandstands, or went at least over by the grandstands behind them. We don't know for sure. Here's the replay. It's gonna confirm. Under they go.
Underneath the grandstands, they are finding their way out of an impossible maze of railings, support system for the grandstands, and then they go right past the concession stand.
There might be some people dead in that concession stand. I don't know.
There's no reports of any injuries in there, which is oddly enough astonishing. But watch this. There they are. And then they find their way out.
It's like they're racing each other outside the track. That's the long way around, guys.
That's the long way around. You don't want to find... And then they found this. Boom. They just decide, YOLO, we're not going to win. Let's just wreck our cars and be done.
And that's the 43 of
Ryder
Smith. Ooh. Let's take a look at where he is in the points, because he could have screwed him. Yeah, he's in 39th. But, Jamie, Eric Heiden was in 39th, and he managed to go with the 17th, so he basically just screwed himself.
He just screwed himself out of a possible chase spot. Now, there's no way in this season or any history can he make up a point deficit like that and come back to qualify for the chase with just a handful of races to go in the race to the chase. We'll line them up and do it again when we come back. NBC Sports coverage of the Lucas Oil Twin 250s. And welcome back to the Lucas Oil Twin 250s here from Oxford Plains. Alex Hawkins, Daniel Boyle, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Thrill, Kyle Keith, Mason Powers, Johnny Gardner, Kyle Corbett, Natalie Loomis, and Alex Miller in 10th. So, we got a veteran right here, Daniel Boyle's been with us ever since he came into DASCAR. Can he win and score the trifecta and double points and have a shot at solidifying a spot in the chase? We'll find out. Okay, you gotta get past this green flag in the next 15 laps. Green flag.
Alex Hawkins. It's going to be interesting coming off this restart. Alex Hawkins can hold us
Boyle to the inside.
Never mind. There goes what I was going to say about out the windows. Voiles trying to get to the inside.
To the line.
Is he going to lead this lap?
I don't know. Did he?
No, so close.
No, so close, but he's going to take the lead now.
Take a look at the 39 car trying to get second away from Alex Hawkins. And trust me, when he gets past that 355 car, it's going to pose a challenge for Voiles.
Voiles is opening up a pretty not sizable lead. Here comes the 39 on the inside. Going to try to do it on the inside. Can't. 11 to go.
Coming across another lap, but like you said, actually it's 12 more laps to go. Correct you on that one. Voiles still holding on to that lead.
Oh, he walks up the track. He walked up the track. Here we go, side by side, and Voiles will lead it. 11 to go this time.
Again, he holds a spot on the outside line. History shows it that it's not really impossible to do, but it's definitely not the preferred line. It's the 39 takes over for his first laps leading.
First laps led all season by Zachary Fitzwater. Can he win it?
And just a little bio about these guys. These two are best friends.
I don't believe it. Like, these two are best friends on and off the track, and these guys have a lot of respect for each other, but when they're behind the wheel, all bets are off. You're going to try to go for that checker flag.
And Voiles desperately needs those double. Around 22nd to chase. I don't know, but he's in the 20s as in the points as of right now, and looks like he's gonna get passed for second by Dylan Thoreau.
Now we gotta take a look and see where Zachary Fitzwater is in the points, because he's nowhere inside the top 16.
I'm on it right now. He's currently in the 28th position. Voiles is in 31st, so Voiles needs it more than Fitzwater, but Fitzwater is knowing that this is his chance, and he could be in the chase if he wins this race.
Now Daniel Voiles, he is all but given up now. It's a 6/10 of a second lead, but he's starting to come back. But it might be too little too late for that 33.
Yeah, 5 more laps to go, but nothing is impossible. But Voiles has a challenge coming up as he's getting battled for second by what looks to be the 92 car, and it looks like the 92 is going to take that second place position, basically solidifying Fitzwater's win here at Oxford Plains.
Johnny Gardner, winner from Charlotte a few races ago, not going to be in contention for the chase just yet, but all eyes rest on that 39. Can the 39 win the race and almost have himself qualified for this chase coming up in the next few races? We got to focus on this car. 2 to go. White flag next time by.
And also Eric Heiden in the 17th spot after the points of race 2 comes up and gets official. Where's Eric Heiden going to be? Is he going to be in the 20th position, or is he going to fall down into like 25th? It's going to amazing white
We're gonna
flag
have a
for Zachary
side-by-side
Fitzwater.
finish.
Here we go, Johnny. Oh dear God, voice crack. But Johnny Gardner trying to get a second win of the season, trying to get double points to be contender for championship.
Here comes Gardner, but it's not going to do it. Fitzwater holds him off.
And with double points, Fitzwater can oh my God! Gardner not happy with the finish at all and just takes out Fitzwater.
That is uncalled for.
Race is over.
Uncalled for. Race is over. Checkered flag has been awarded to Fitzwater, but Johnny Gardner takes him out.
It won't be any penalty because the race is over. No effect to the results were happened.
But either way, that was completely unsportsmanlike.
Imagine there was one lap to go. The controversy, how DASCAR's penalty room would have gone insanely wild.
DASCAR would have handed the penalty right then and there to the 92, but since the checker flag falls, there's no penalty. Well, that ends a chaotic night here from Oxford Plains Speedway. We'll focus our attention to the windy road course of Watkins Glen, upstate New York.
Yes, and for the first time, in these modern cars, we're gonna race on the boot.
Voice crack again.
It sounded more exciting.
Oh boy, Watkins Glen's gonna be one hell of a... That's gonna be a game changer in these points, because after that, Chris, we're gonna go back to the World Center of Racing, Daytona.
Yes, and we're gonna have road course racing, very to the advantage of the road course ringers, aka Dishwasher. Dishwasher is one of the most notable ones, winning a Formula Alpha title. It's basically the Formula One of Enter 2003, and they raced there at Watkins Glen before, so Dishwasher definitely knows his stuff, but the question is, can he transfer what he did in an open wheel car to a stock car? And another major storyline is that Watkins Glen, how are the oval guys going to shape up? Some of these guys never raced on a road course before, and some of these guys are in the top 16.
A lot of people that have road course experience are inside the top 16 here, Chris, including Dishwasher and Tone, of course. Piet, he's a road course ringer, so he knows how to get it done around road courses. He raced at Zandvoort in this series a while back, and he came close to winning. No, he actually won, but wow, what a chaotic night.
Yes, a very chaotic night, but I'm sure the people in the top 16 out of Oxford Plains are going to be very well happy with the result.
Well, there's a whole lot of stories to be told about the top 16, but we'll break that down at Watkins Glen.
Well, that just basically wraps around the races here at Oxford Plains. 2 25-lap features for the entertainment onto your TVs and to the fans sitting in the grandstands. Glad to, once again, after race 2, the fans are safe. No injuries were reported after those two cars went into the little fan section there. So that's very good news. Just report here to the booth.
That is very good news. No fans injured. No fans. Actually, no property damage done to the speedway.
It's very surprising, to be honest with you.
Well, that about wraps it up for tonight and for this week's race. These guys and girls will go on to Thanksgiving break for about a week to enjoy the holidays. So, on behalf of the DASCAR Vredestien Nationwide Series, I just said it, for the DASCAR Vredestien Series, happy Thanksgiving to all the drivers and all who are involved with DASCAR and all involved with our broadcasting production here on NBC and the whole entire NBC family. And from me to you, Chris, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, and I can't wait to see you at Watkins Glen.
Well, I usually say keep the hammer down and we'll see you at the track, but this time keep the turkey down and we'll see you at the track.